good, y'all? It's the Demouchet REACT, and we're back with another video. Who we got today, C?
Today we're back with another American reaction. So excited about this video. If you're new to us
and we new to you,
make sure you scroll down,
hit that subscribe button,
and turn on the post notification bell
because we're on the road to 200K.
And we cannot get there without you guys, alright? Join the family. Without further ado, let's get into the video.
Let's get it.
One thing about Senegal is that it is not for the introverts. I think that growing up here, I definitely was used to, various types of conversations and interactions that can happen here. That, like, if you've never been here, it can be, like, harder, especially if you're an introvert. First off, like, Senegalese people can tell if you're not from here. You could be from anywhere in the world. Like, if you are not literally born and raised in Senegal, they will know. So, there's a lot of street merchants or other people that will come up to you and try to sell you things, which sometimes is absolutely welcome because, like, I want mango, I want mud. But I definitely think that if you just haven't experienced that, it could be weird. It's just like, it's definitely a culture where you never want to say straight no, like, so you have to just find other ways, just be like very polite and nice and be like, thank you, I'm good, like, thank you so much. But definitely, like, having people come up to you a lot and having to have these conversations, I understand can be tough on some people. The other thing is definitely like a sense of personal space, especially if you're from countries like, France or US or whatnot. I think people are very like aware of like there's a lot of spatial awareness for people, especially if you're from a place where you're used to drive everywhere and you just don't interact with humans that often. Personal space is viewed very differently here. I'll just give you a few examples. The other day we went on a boat and it's just like very normal for people to push each other into the boat. And it's not like disrespectful. It's just like, it is what it is,
Oh,
and again, like maybe you might be at the beach and you might be swimming and it's really funny. Like you just see people are just like all swimming together. Or like, for example, me and my friend were having a conversation and there really weren't that much people in the water. And we were very close to each other and this kid literally like swims right between us. There was a million other ways we could have gone that were like, that was not there. But it's just like, again, it's not viewed as like disrespectful or anything. It's just like, it is what it is. It'll just happen. Yeah, I think these things mixed with the fact that like this, like Dakar, specifically Dakar, is a very loud city. A lot of cars, a lot of, like honking and people and everything, which I think can be really tough. Again, if you're someone who really likes your cocoon and you like to stay at home and you're like not used to these things, it's all things to like take into account before you travel.
Trying to get the first taxi.
Okay, so I would consider myself an ambivert. So I'm an introvert and an extrovert at the same time. My social battery, I have to charge it the night before, go out for a few hours. Once it starts dwindling down, it's time to go in. But I think when you're traveling to places, unless you're a person who's traveling for a specific reason, like you're traveling to enjoy a resort in your room, on your balcony, that's a good time to be an introvert. But like when you're traveling to explore a place, I don't think the average traveler is a person who is an introvert. I think they would be more so like what I am, an ambivert. Like, yes, I do like solitude, but I also like to immerse myself in the culture and get to know the people of that culture, right?
Yeah, 100%. I'm with that. I'm the same way. I think I'm more of an extrovert. Whoa.
You're an extrovert.
Yeah.
You're an extrovert.
Yeah. I don't mind. We're going to have a conversation. We're going to talk like we knew each other forever. It's going to probably be because of my doing.
Yeah, he never meets a stranger.
Yeah, so I don't mind that. Traveling and being able to interact with people on a regular level is nice.
I could not travel with an introvert. I could not. Like a person who is really introverted. No.
Yeah, we can't do too much shyness now. You gotta break. You can't be too shy around me because I'm gonna put you on the spot.
Right, especially in a place like Senegal. Like you're traveling to a foreign land. Well, it's foreign, but it's
Yeah.
Our soul knows the soil, right?
Yeah.
But you also got to take into account the population of that place.
It's
a lot of people. What you came for if you're gonna be to yourself? And also, I think, honestly, I haven't been to Senegal, but I think when it came to her example of the children are gonna be children no matter where they're born, right? So a child swimming between them, I mean, a child will be that here.
Yeah.
So.
Smoking to get out this shit, bro. First taxi. The neighborhood was raw, real, and unfiltered. Friend, have him meet me somewhere and get one of these cabs and avoid this area. It's my first day here and I don't know what's going on. Finally, I was able to catch a cab. The cab driver was very welcoming. He actually gave me a small tour of the area while he was driving me. They said there's different religions, Muslim and different type of religions.
So basically, he my neighborhood. Like I was born and raised in Senegal. This is my neighborhood, Pekin.
Yeah, I see you, bro. I see you. USA, bro. USA, bro. Miami.
Yeah.
USA.
Just like he said though, he's like, this is my neighborhood. This is where I'm from. Boom, boom, boom. Then the handshake. That's us.
Yes.
We are them. They are us. That's the
everywhere. That's
what we do.
Y'all already know. I be getting emotional when I see a connection. Like he greeted him the way that we greet.
Yeah.
And we know that all of the different cultures around Africa has their own greetings, you know, especially, I forgot what it's called. Forgive me, y'all. It's been a minute. But when like they prostrate, lay out in front of their elders.
This is in Nigeria, right? I believe that's
I've heard of it in Nigeria and in South Africa.
Okay.
But like how they greet each other, their elders, like the protocols of how they greet, and just knowing that like we greet a certain way too. Mm-hmm. And I know a lot of times when
but there's the respect behind it too.
Yeah.
The heaviness of the respect on why we greet the way we greet.
Exactly.
It's similar.
Exactly. Like he said, it was
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's New Orleans. He did not say that, but he said either what's up was good. He said something along those lines. Okay?
Yeah.
But what I'm getting at is when he said USA, the guy greeted in the way that we greet.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's why anytime I have an opportunity to speak to someone here from the United States, where we're from, and tell them about our travels and tell them about the things that we have learned about different cultures around Africa, I always say, like, we're not that much different.
No,
from
no.
I love that.
Oh, guys, jollof rice. Trying jollof rice where it first originated. Yeah, we gotta do that.
We gotta originate it. Jollof. Okay, I got it.
He rap? He rap.
He's not saying.
I've been to Senegal for just over 2 weeks. I wanted to give some things that I've noticed since arriving. Some of them were quite niche. Starting off, people are very, very active here. They will be exercising any time of the day, and there's so many people about running, doing push-ups, doing tricep dips on all of the public park benches. Everyone is super active here, and I really like that. The second thing I've noticed is people are just unserious. It seems like so many people are just like such jokers and have such like funny personalities, and I really love that. A weird thing I've noticed is that a lot of people have themselves as their screensaver. In Australia, that would be like a red flag, but I've noticed that almost everyone has themselves as their screensaver. There must be some sort of norm here because I've seen it so many times. Cost-wise, it is quite expensive. I'm comparing it to Australia, and I would say that it's more expensive than Australia in a lot of ways, almost every way that's not housing. I think like housing is probably like the cheaper thing here. Going to the shops, it is so much more expensive to buy like any sort of clothes here. I tried to go shopping and everything was like 300 Australian dollars, and I was looking at it again and I'm like, is this the fucking price? Like, next thing is the music. I love the Senegalese music people have been playing, and Afrobeats more broadly. I was listening to some before I arrived, but people are so into it. We be playing it in the classrooms. I hear it playing on the radio. People love it, and so do I. As expected, people are football crazy here. Another thing is there's a huge Lebanese community in Dakar, which I had no idea about. On that vein, the cook at this house cooks so much Lebanese food, and it's really yummy. Senegalese food is also really yum. I mean, I love anything that's meat and something else, and the fact they eat lots of meat in their diet here it's something I can get around because that's also what I like to eat. I'm going to be here for 8 weeks, so I'll let you know if I notice anything else. But here's some of my first initial observations if you're wondering what Senegal is like.
When I started traveling, I was definitely warned not to go to Africa. Obviously not by my sister because that is her jam. Aisha Speed's been in Africa about a month now. He's over there dismantling the narrative, breaking down stereotypes, and showing people how amazing Africa is. I wanted to travel somewhere where I'd have a connection, so I did a DNA test because I'm African, right? So as you can see in my DNA test, I'm mainly like Nigerian, Ghanaian, Senegambian, and so those are the 3 that stuck out to me. So I started with those 3 and I went to Senegal. These are just a few clips from my trip to Senegal, and of course there are negatives and positives to everywhere you're going to travel, but I can honestly say that there were way more positives in Senegal than negatives. The food, the people, the culture, the environment, the land, the natural beauty, oh my gosh, you guys, like it was amazing. And you can see that statue is just amazing. The hotel was like literally everything was amazing. I can't wait to show you guys more.
Let's talk about it.
We're gonna stop right there. Make sure you guys go check them out. When I say this, y'all, I'm not discrediting Speed, but he's Speed. He's going to be loved. Seeing his experience is amazing.
Yeah.
How everybody flocked to him. Boom. But I like to see from a POV where someone who isn't as big as him go out there and get treated as normal.
Right.
How are they being treated then? And Africa never fails, right? They always show love at the end of the day. So I know that she was having a great time out there.
Yes, before we even left the airport, people were telling us welcome home.
Yeah.
That meant they like, nah, let me tell you, baby, that was a long 33-hour journey.
Let's sleep through it.
We was tired, but we said thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But so where we're from in Louisiana, which is a state in the United States, a lot of people are from the Senegal area. A lot of our population is from there. So Senegal and the Gambia. And it's interesting to finally start to get back into Senegal content. We did like, I can count on one hand how many Senegal videos we have done. So y'all already know. Send us some videos.
Definitely,
okay? We would love to dive more into y'all culture. You know, we travel as a family. So give us some tips and tricks and not tricks. Don't give us no tricks. Give us some tips and things that y'all think would, you know, help us to immerse ourselves in the culture whenever we do travel to Senegal. Okay, don't come asking us when y'all coming. We like to surprise.
Yeah, we'll pull up and then we'll be out.
And we also don't need y'all to be looking at the calendar because y'all will do it.
Yeah, so shout out to everybody who's actually taking these trips, man, and experiencing and putting the content out there because, again, y'all heard us say it before, Africa was not what they showed on TV as we experienced it in real life.
90s kids, y'all know what we talking about.
It's not what it wasn't the same. So I'm happy everybody's actually debunking it.
Yes, and to go back on Speed, I am glad that he went there. Now granted, he has a good team with him who connected with the tourism boards, who was showing them a lot of what he needed to experience to show the world. And I love the response that he got from that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Very
all right, y'all. Responsible.
Very responsible.
Be responsible with your platform. All right. Hope you guys enjoyed this video with us. Be sure to subscribe. We'll see you soon. Peace.